Happy Thursday. So, I got to stretch a little bit. Got to get my ranting shoes on because I got a couple of words about the reaction to the Vikings making a couple of free agency moves yesterday, signing wide receiver Tajae Sharpe as well as defensive end, defensive tackle Anthony Zettel. So, here's the thing. A certain portion of the fan base was sort of whining about it, like, cannon fodder. What is the point of these signings? Boo, fire Spielman. These guys aren't going to make the team anyway. At this stage of free agency, I mean, we're past third wave. This is fourth wave free agency, and we've said that this is where you start picking up discount value guys on 1 year prove-it deals, and if they don't work out, no muss, no fuss, no harm, no foul. But I'm excited. I'm really excited about Sharpe and Zettel because you have two guys that have played at a high level in this league in the not-so-distant past. And through circumstances not really in their control, they lost their way. So now the Vikings have a chance at reclamation projects, at extreme positions of need, at extreme discounts. And how can you just look that gift horse in the mouth? Like, how can you possibly say that that is bad, right? Tajae Sharpe had a great rookie year 2016, ended up missing 2017 due to injury, and then they drafted Corey Davis, number 5 overall. Then they drafted A.J. Brown, and then they signed Adam Humphries to $1 billion deal, right? Also, Marcus Mariota sucked. But, Tajae Sharpe sort of fell out of favor in Nashville. So the fact that you're able to get him at an extremely discounted rate and come in and compete with rookie TBDs and B.C. Johnson for wide receiver 2, 3, 4, how can you look down on that? Like, what were you expecting? Like, yeah, Robbie Anderson would have been a lot of fun, but the Vikings didn't want to spend the money on a one-trick pony. They didn't want to do that, right? So he reunites with Matt Rule in Carolina. And Anthony Zettel, I mean, how can you talk bad about a dude who single-handedly won that 2017 game at US Bank Stadium? Like, he destroyed Mike Remmers for 2 sacks. Like, numero 69 was in the backfield all freaking day long and just wrecked things, right? So Zettel, who was jettisoned from Detroit because Matt Patricia is a moron, right? So you have this uber productive, heart and hustle, meat potatoes, lunch pail guy, all the cliches, could play D tackle, could play D end, has 7.5 sacks in one season in 2017, and then you just cut him. And also, he was hashtag one of us because he's from Michigan. So new head coach, who no one really likes in the first place, comes in and essentially replaces him with like 17 Patriots. It would be like the Vikings if they cut Adam Thielen after the 2016 season. Before he became Adam Thielen, but a hometown guy, uber productive, one season, really looked like he was going to take the next step, and they just cut him. They just let him go. And then Zettel bounced around from the Browns and the Bengals, got a little bit of run with the Niners, actually played in the divisional round against the Vikings a couple of snaps, played in the Super Bowl, all that other stuff. And both these guys are young and are cheap and are at positions of need, and especially Zettel can play interior, can play edge as well. And you got some fans bitching about this. Like, I understand. Like, that's the thing about sports. Like, that's our prerogative. Like, we can find things about bitch about. We can find ways to bitch about anything. Like, if the Vikings had won the Super Bowl in '09, Brett Favre walk out of the sunset. The first thing I would have said if they won that Super Bowl, why is Childress still here? Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't be alone in that spot. But, I mean, what were we expecting here? Like, Clowney? Sure. I would take Zettel at near the league minimum over Jadeveon Clowney at $15 million a year. I really would. And that goes beyond the Vikings being in a bit of a cap crunch in 2020. That really does. So I get it. It's March. You still want all the big names, window shopping and free agency. All teams and fan bases just love winning March. But like we said, winning March does not equal winning in February. It really doesn't. And finding these value pickups where Tajae Sharpe could come in, he could end up being the Vikings' number 2 receiver next year. Like, would that be so shocking? The fact that he could play inside, outside, runs great routes, gets separation, has great hands, has a chip on his shoulder, obviously, a little bit of a feisty guy. I like that. I really do like that. And yes, they are going to draft a receiver, probably maybe even first round, but at least day 2. So there will be talent infused in that mix. But, I mean, he's not Marquette King. He's not a 90-man roster slappy. And also, Zettel is not like a Will Sutton, someone who's absolutely not going to make the roster, right? So I would actually, right now, put it on the table. I would wager that both Zettel and Sharpe make the roster. I think it's a pretty easy bet too. I'd be willing to give odds because you look at the Vikings edge depth right now. It's Hunter, it's Safadi, it's Zettel. Even if they draft a guy early, like Zettel's probably not going to fall out of favor. He's probably not going to fall down to edge 4, 5, 6. He ain't going to do that. So I think Zettel makes a team. I think Sharpe pretty clearly makes a team. And I know, like, you want to stack the roster with all these guys. Like, who are these guys who are flawed and who are making league minimums? Well, like, not every team's going to be all Madden, right? Where does it happen? Video games, fiction. That's what it is. And like we said with Zettel, and we said with Sharpe, like, stars are the bricks. You're building a building. You have a foundation. Stars are the bricks. You know what holds the bricks together? The mortar. That's what guys like Zettel, so guys that are Sharpe are like. So quit your bitching about these free agent signings. They're phenomenal. They're great. They're both going to make the roster, and they will contribute in 2020. Mark my words. Face. That's right. All right, but your thoughts? Zettel and Sharpe. I'm fired up. It's going to be a great day. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe to Daily Vikings Takes. Also, noon Central Time, live stream, Q&A, probably a mock draft, probably more tangents on ramen noodles. It's going to be great. Come along right here on this channel. We'll tweet out the link, or you'll be able to figure it out. Live stream, noon Central Time. Do that up. But until next time, Skol. Production value.